Hello everyone and welcome to Mech Design. In this session we will talk about formulas, parameters, relations and design table. So let's create a few formula here. Click on this. I'll add two parameters, one for the length and one for the height. And I'll say length is 100 mm. I'll define this as height of the rectangle as 50 mm. Now parameters have appeared in the tree and I'll assign these parameters here. Similarly for the breadth, here, and now I will define a simple pad. Okay. Now you can change the parameters from here and automatically it will reflect in the part. So now if you want to create a number of configurations for this part, 2-3 proposals if you want to create, then you use a design table in such cases. And in big assemblies, if you want to hide something, if you want to hide any object, then also you can use design table. I'll show you how. Just create a new design table and suppose you want to create 3 configurations of this. So first import this length into the parameters, then height, and then I will select one pad activity also and hit OK. Save this design table. I'll say replace this, yes. Okay, now you can edit the table and I'll put 3 configurations here. First is if length is 150. Second, I'll put if length is 80 and height is 70, and this I will put as true. Next, I will put this, the third configuration, I want this as false if I want to deactivate the body. And I'll just save it and exit. So this will update in this history and I'll click OK. Now 3 configurations have been created. You can see from the tree structure. I'll click here. And if I click on this and say apply, the length will become 80 and height will become 70. In this case, it is 150. And for the third proposal, I have created just as false. So the body will get deactivated from the tree. Now, false we use generally when we have a big assembly on the same part and we want to deactivate some of its component. So we can use just a design table in such cases. When we'll move to big assemblies, we'll cover this in detail, but you get a fair idea how to use this command. All right. Now you can always put a relationship between these. So I'll delete this design table. And if you want the height and length in a particular ratio, suppose you want this height to be half of the length always, no matter what the situation is. So you'll just click on length and say divide by 2. Okay. Yes. Now you see one relation has already been created in the tree, and now if you change it to 500 say, so the height will automatically increase to 250. So these length and height will maintain the same ratio as you have applied here. Now you can use any number of relationship like multiply by 2, divide by 100, plus 100. For example, I'll edit this formula and I'll say I want it plus 50 mm in length. Okay. Now the height will always be 50 mm more than this length. So like this, you can define any number of relations. So this is 50 and this will become 100 plus 50 mm. Okay. Now I have created a helical gear. So I'll show you how I used relation and parameters here. So I have used these number of parameters like tangent of angle, cos theta, helix angle. So I've used a number of relations here and a number of parameters. So now if I just want to change the number of teeth in the gear, I'll just input 50 and hit enter. So the number of teeth will automatically increase within seconds. And I can always, suppose if I don't want this angle, I want it to be a spur gear. So I'll change the helix angle to 0 and say OK. So now this has become a spur gear. I can go back and say I want 15-degree angle. So like this, with just a single click, in a matter of seconds, you can change your design. Here also you can use design table. Just go to design table, and suppose you want to create two variants of this. So you will click, I want number of teeth and helix angle as my parameters. You can always define many other parameters also if you want, but for the sake of understanding, I am just taking two parameters here and click OK. So let's give a name as 2, save, and yes. Now you can edit the table and make your number of proposals, whatever you want. Suppose you want it has 80, or say 40, and helix angle as 30. Next you want number of teeth as 60, say 100, and you want the angle to be 20, and save it and exit. This will be updated here, and now 3 proposals have been created of this gear. You can come back here and design table, change the configuration as you want second configuration. So hit OK. Within a matter of second, it will change its configuration, number of teeth and angle. You can always define another combination which we made, 100 teeth with 20 degree. Okay. So number of teeth has increased and the angle has also been changed. So like this, you can use the design table, and you got a fair idea how these relations work and how the parameters work. So work on your own, do some research on these, use different parameters. And if you want this model, I have uploaded this model on our website, macdesign.in. I'll put the link in the description. You can check that out, download the model and practice. Change few other parameters to see how it responds, and make your own design with different parameters and relations and design table, and have fun with it. So this was it in this session. And if you want to learn automotive domain knowledge, that is plastics, BIW, castings, then you can always visit our website, macdesign.in, and there you have a number of projects related to automobile engineering. So yeah, see you in the next session.